Brazil.
Start off with the trap. The trap. Alright, we're gonna trap, man. Okay. Alright, people. Let us do this fast because I do not know what's happening with my Bluetooth these past couple of days. Wait, first of all, I got a question, even though I said let's do it fast, right? Do you guys even still use Bluetooth? Like, I never know, like, with you guys in the first world, like, in America, in Europe, and all those other, I don't know, first world places or whatever, but do you guys still even use Bluetooth? Because sometimes I realize something exists in your world that I didn't even know was possible, and then I'm like, shit, when is that coming here? You know, so you might not even, like, care about my Bluetooth problems. They're doing construction outside. What up, YouTube? My name is Rizil, and today we are going to be doing another Louis C.K. reaction, and this one is titled Of Course But Maybe. We've got construction on this side, we've got a prayer meeting on the other side, but I'm gonna try and make this shit as quality as possible. I fucking hate you, bro. I hate you with a passion. My inner thoughts. So without further ado, let's get to it, bro.
Thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they... Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We need to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now, do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
I did that this morning. I wasn't commenting. Okay, I made one comment, but then the rest was me responding to comments and messages from you subscribers. So that's not my fault. That's your fault. Uh, I don't know whether I'll be able to get through my thoughts on this while they're doing this stuff with the roof, but I'll try, guys. Um, let's stick to the slavery one, because the others, the peanut allergy thing, it's like more of like it's more of like nature's sort of like Spartan way. I feel I'm not right. I feel of weaning out like the weak from the strong. It's sort of like when a baby like is like born and like their immune system is not that strong, and then they sort of need to go through things for their system to strengthen up for them to be able to survive in general in this life. Like how we are right now breathing. So like this whole peanut allergy, bee allergy, whatever thing that ends up killing people might be nature's Spartan way of. It's fucked up, and I'm not agreeing with it, but weaning out the weak from the strong. If you can't make it, you can't make it. It's not like, okay, there have been people that have been murdered or assassinated or whatever by peanut allergies. I'm not sure who, but there have been people who, like, someone figured out their allergies and then like poisoned them or put the thing that they're allergic to and then they died. Okay, but in general, no one is really like coming after you with peanut allergies and shit like that, like attacking your peanut allergies or whatever. That shit sort of just happens, or it's like. And then what was the other one? What is the other one? What is the other one? Because I'm still stuck on that slavery thing. The soldier thing, that 100%, yeah. I had to look through it. I'm sorry. The soldier thing, 100% yes. If you go to another country and you, like, even me, I was about to join the army. There are discrepancies. If you go to another country and commit to going over there, and pretty much what's in a soldier's job description is to be a murderer and to go and like basically kill people for the sake of the defense of your country. I know there's other things that go into it, but the main job that puts the nail in the coffin, pardon the pun, is to go out there and kill who you have to. So if you go out there and you deploy willingly and you go out there and you choose to be a part of that shit and you get shot, we can be like, oh man, sucks that you went out there and got shot and didn't get didn't somehow get lucky and not get shot. But fuck, man, you play games, you win prizes. I didn't say play stupid games, win stupid prizes, because war is war stupid? Technically yes, but not all war is stupid, because some people are fighting for the right reasons, which is someone has maybe invaded their country or whatever and they're defending themselves, so they have to go to war. Okay, but no, even in that, just war is stupid. Now slavery, that's some but is he right though? I mean, he's not saying that. Actually, the way he did it was actually perfect. Even the way he put it in a comedic fashion, it actually shows his genius, because this stuff makes sense both ways. But on top of that, he put comedy into it. Now, in terms of slavery, guys, is it right? No, it's not right. Even in the Bible, like, numerous times it mentions how not only were the Jews enslaved, but they ended up becoming slave masters to the people that they either beat or subjugated or whatever. And so the Jews were also slave owners and slave masters. It isn't just so we shouldn't just look at that shit as like, oh, the Jews were slaves in Egypt. Nothing ever happened to them. They never did anything. No, they were also slave owners and slave masters too. Even up until America, a lot of Jews in America owned slaves. I'm not picking on the Jews. This isn't a pick on the Jews thing. I don't want this whole thing to become, oh, you picking on us. No, hey, bro, black people own slaves too, man. It's the name of the game. But like to point at one people and say, you totally innocent is absolutely ridiculous. Now, in terms of the feats that they accomplished during slavery, even in the Bible and numerous historical books and whatever, they mention the feats that were achieved through slavery. It's technically valid because when a people are forced to ignore their own pain, their own whatever discomforts, or their own like even death to accomplish a goal becomes even more attainable. It's sort of like life, right? I mean, we don't go through life as slaves, but we are sort of slaves to circumstance within life. Where we have to ignore maybe our depression, our pain, our discomfort, our disappointment in life in order to achieve certain goals and get to a certain level to be able to provide for ourselves and eat and survive. So when we ignore that, we accomplish something. You ignore more than that, and you either forced by someone else or forced by yourself to ignore all of that to achieve a goal, it becomes even more achievable than letting people with free will sort of like pick and choose. It's not right, but it's sort of valid. I'm not saying it's valid in a right way. I'm just saying it's valid. When you ignore certain things in order to accomplish a goal and your tunnel vision, more than likely probability goes up you accomplish that goal. And that's been me. I hope this was okay through all the shit that I've had to go through. Imagine, only now do they stop banging and ripping the roof up and shit like that. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications. And thank you for joining me today. Fuck.
Slick nigga shooting the shot with no Uzi. This ain't a bar, it's a roofie, ayy. Shit the spot like a G in a coochie. Thinking I'm making a movie, ayy. Bleed for your weed like you reppin' the red and the green like you model for Gucci, ayy. I got the juice while I sip on a smoothie. All of you niggas amuse me, ayy.